teach your man how to squabble.
Yeah, you know who it is. You know what we do. It's the draft guys. We back in the building. You know what I'm saying? It's IC. It's CC. It's me, C. Man, DC's probably somewhere around here too. I don't know. Today, today we talking about Rasheer Fleming, man. A St. Joe um, forward. Chris had an affinity for St. Joe's players. We went through Jameer Nelson, talking about him being a Pelican, and you know, so there's that. There was a player comp you said before the show started. You want to go ahead and tell the people who you said?
I also don't want you to forget that DeAndre Bembry also went to St. Joe. Put some respect on bro name, bro.
Man, hey, you talk about a dude, bro. He had crazy hops. Crazy hops.
Didn't wait, hold on. Didn't Langston Galloway go to St. Joe?
Nah, he went to Nah, where did he go?
I'm tripping.
What the hell? I feel like he went to. Hold on, we got the internet.
We do have the internet. He showed did.
He went to St. Joe's.
Yeah.
Wow,
Come on, man.
He did.
Come on, dog.
Damn, BR stand up.
So no, we was talking about comps for oh wait, was I? Yeah, nah, we was talking about comps for Cedric Howard.
Oh, my bad.
I don't know what show y'all, but perfect segue. If y'all ain't got a chance yet, go and check out that Cedric Howard, film breakdown, man. It's one of our better shows. And y'all let us know who y'all think. But we talking about pick 23. We thought we were done. We thought we was done. We thought it was over with. We can chill. We can relax. Put together some other shows. And then the Pelicans said, "No, you can't kill God." So now they got to pick.
On, man.
They got picked. They got pick 23, and we back. And now we're talking about Rasheer Fleming. Now, to answer your question about comps, Lito, he's been compared to Paul Millsap, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby due to his versatile skill set and defensive potential. He's known for his strong finishing around the basket, rebounding, and ability to disrupt opponents with his length. While he shows promise as a shooter and has improved his range, his ability to consistently hit shots from beyond the arc will be crucial for his NBA success.
That's three very different players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. To me, his closest comparison is Jabari Smith in Houston. Real similar in height. Rasheer is about 6'9", Jabari is about 6'10", but Rasheer he has a higher ceiling defensively. 7'5" wingspan, and is a better rebounder. Yeah, so he can cause havoc on the defensive end. He can really play a small ball five, can play the four, and he can be a 3-and-D type small forward.
So I feel like, Lito, I feel like if you miss out on Colin Murray Boyles and you are a fan of Colin Murray Boyles, while these two guys have some differences, I feel like if you are a fan of such and Colin Murray Boyles is off the board, Joe Dumars is it, this might be a kind of guy that you would want. Or maybe you prefer Fleming over Colin Murray Boyles. I don't know, but both took away the basketball. Maybe CMB was a little bit more of a creator out of the post. Well, not out of the post, but facing up around. Oh yeah, out of the post as well. Free throw line area, like he had spots on the floor where he created. Maybe more of a creator overall. But when we talking about positional versatility, talking about the ability to do. I mean, you mentioned small ball five. Talking about being a plus rebounder. And shooting pretty much being the thing that you think are going to make or break them as a prospect. They got some similarities there. I think similar size as well, but CMB I think outweighs them. But yeah,
I'm curious to see couple things in this film. I want to see what I would describe as his wingspan. I want to see him in transition. I want to see the shooting, obviously, and I just want to see his defensive rotations. Not expecting a whole lot, because one thing I did read that impressed me: 3 stocks a game, 93% finishing at the rim on dunks.
Nice.
I like to see that in real time. So shout out to Icy for talking about Rasheer a while ago and me not doing the work.
I definitely disrespected his shooting. I mean, 39%.
I saw that.
4 attempts a game.
I saw that. That's why I was like, I want to see it in real time here, because I want to see the shooting in real time, because that 39% with his height and length and defensive ability, I don't know why we're talking about Murray Boyles, because like, he literally did not do anything in college. So
74 free throw percent. Okay.
You sound like you're impressed. I know impressed when I hear impressed.
Yeah, I mean, now I think one of the things that he does have to his advantage is that, you know, he did play 3 years.
Wait, why are you saying that like that? Why are you saying that like he went to jail or some shit? Like, you saying that like, well, he did come home after.
Man, listen, if you don't come out after your freshman year, man, you get a big red flag with Chris, man. He don't play
like,
no game.
Goddamn, like that, man. Well, he is a stay-at-home dad.
Well,
damn, dog.
Because I mean, I just feel like it's not that it's a red flag for me. It just feels like this is the reason, unfortunately, that players drop in these drafts. And maybe that, you know, the scouts and the evaluators are idiots, but I feel like it happens every year, to where no matter how good you think a player is, if they play 3 or 4 years, they drop 4, 5, 6, 7 slots a lot, you know. Like, I mean, how many, like, if we talking skill for skill, Ivory, there ain't many players that got more like ready-made assets than Maxime Renault.
Correct.
But the reason he's gonna go outside of the lottery, more than likely, is the only thing I can tell you is because of his age. I couldn't tell you another reason, to be honest.
But I think that's a flaw. I think so much of the time, and I understand it. I don't always agree with it, but you know, these general managers, they bank on upside so much. A player like Jalen Williams, like he went to Santa Clara when he came out his junior year. What? J Dub was like a junior. So again, man, he's one of the most well-rounded, versatile prospects. I mean, one of the players in the league. He came out, I believe, his junior year. And so I think they miss out on actually really good players, always in favor of the upside.
Yeah. Bad teams repeating bad practices.
Bad teams stay bad.
Yep.
Right there, brother. And that leads us to the Pelicans. Shout out to No Ceilings NBA. I gotta holler at Chris. You remember how that dude today, man. I gotta holler at my partner at No Ceilings. Make sure we can on the show. I'm blaming this on you, Chris. So.
Nah, because look, I mean, the draft is next. It starts next Wednesday.
Yeah, next Wednesday. 1 week.
Running out of time. But you know what though? Maybe Ivory and Lito, that actually might be perfect, because maybe we could do like a live show with him and kind of just wrap up the entire, you know, do like a summarization of some of the guys that we talked about, his thoughts, and then, you know, maybe he can pinpoint who he thinks fits at 723 will be there. You know, maybe that will kind of bring our entire film breakdown process together. We can end it with him. Pause. It's a little crazy.
I mean, Diddy is on trial, so
can we press, speaking of Diddy, can we press play?
All right, man. 14 points a game, 8.5 rebounds. Not really passing the ball a whole lot, but you know, he'll forward. So 1.5 blocks.
Why you say it like that? Why you?
I'm just saying, like, he not. From what I gathered, he ain't really passing that whole.
shout out to the good people at Scott Vigner, man. I mean, look, if you know, if you pass in a vehicle and you get into an accident, man, you gotta give them a call, man. 504-500-1111. Shout out to John Deere. Shout out to 4D. Shout out to Blue Moon. I mean, they over
Company
here.
burger.
Company burger. I mean, you
Standard
name it, bro.
Mortgage.
Standard Mortgage, Crystal Hot
Theo's.
Sauce, like Theo's. Gotta holler at Theo's. You
Ooh.
name it. Okay. Hold on. Go back. That was an accident. That brother needs to call Scott Vigner. Go back. That was violent, Ivory.
And he's a good screener.
Pelicans can need one of those.
Yeah, he's a good screener, and his wow.
God away, little boy. LaSalle.
Did I pass it up?
Quick trigger. I think you. I don't think you went back further enough. But oh no, shot. He okay.
See, you are sounding like that man told you he got his GED in prison.
What'd you say?
You impressed like somebody told you he got his GED in prison. Like he got shooting 39%, and you like,
yeah, nah, man. I mean, look, I was trying to at the moment. I mean, I ain't gotta explain the shit. I mean, look, you know,
you didn't think it was real. You didn't think it was real.
Yeah, nah. Trying to make the comparison, you know, between him and CMB in regards to versatility, but these dudes play two different games.
Mm-hmm.
2 different games, 100%. Like this dude, Fleming is. Like he got the engine of a 3.
Yeah.
And he got some, like I mean his how
quick
he moves,
ooh,
his hips, how fluid, the acceleration, the style, the perimeter base. This in his mind is a 3, but he's definitely gonna be a 4.
He's doing a good job with these ghost screens also.
That shot. Think he Ray Allen?
I don't know. That motherfucker 6'9" running off curls and pin downs. So like,
oh, okay, bad production. It gotta be for them. Yeah. Nice.
I would love him as a chain, like a 6-man off of the bench, floor spacer for Zion when you want to go small. You got to defend.
it's tough.
He could be like the Nas Reed to Zion's Julius Randle.
Yep.
See, with guys like him, Ivory, I wonder what he views himself as at the next level. You know, like with Cedric, I think Cedric Howard knows he's going to be a role player at the next level, 100%. And everything about his game is patented and principled around a role player starting out, and then he'll figure out where things go from there. This guy, though, I don't know if he played like he think he gonna be a star, which ain't a bad thing.
I don't know, Chris. I don't see star.
Yeah,
like I don't think he knows he plays like that.
Yeah, I think he could star in a role.
Okay.
I think that. I mean, look, the jumper real. So regardless, wherever you place him in the game, look how smart he is. What is showing me off like feigning on these screens and like in rolling instead of popping on some of them, depending on what the matchup is. I see a high IQ guy who really like you talked about being a Willie Green guy, a guy you don't have to run plays for. I mean, shit.
I really want Ivory's opinion on this. What's the transition for some of these guys? Like that is range. What's the transition for some of these guys like this? Their rhythm and some of the things we're seeing right now is so predicated based off the fact they know they're getting 10 plus shots a night. Like he knows that he is going to shoot the ball almost as many times as he wants to versus he'll be in a role year one where, I mean, depending on the team, he may not get more than a couple shots a night starting out. He may not see the ball at all. Like what's the importance in that transition for some of these guys?
Yeah. I mean, that's called scalability. And I think Rasheer has a lot of that. I think because he's not much of a creator, I definitely can see him understanding going to a situation is again, especially like the Pelicans, where you have such a dominant downhill force like Zion, where you're just going to be able to catch and shoot. Maybe that happens a few times a quarter. Maybe it happens once, but I
Mhm.
think he can. He has the mind frame to be able to just be able to be a floor spacer and play defense on the next level.
Yo, can I interject for a second?
Yes.
I didn't know if you had another question,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
but Iris said um Jabari, and now I can't not see Jabari, especially Jabari at Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And now,
Ooh,
unfortunately,
ooh.
I'm kind of like, I don't know if that's good or bad. Because
Well,
the thing you look, there is literally zero shot creation.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Zero.
But see,
Hold,
don't you think
hold
one of the
one
things?
second.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Don't you think that one of the things that hurt Jabari is the expectations with where he was drafted
Yep.
and like the switching the roles in that process with all the
Yep.
talent around him, you know?
Yep. Had Jabari gone in the teens, I mean, excellent value, right?
Mhm.
To not be but then at the same time, Jabari doesn't play with Zion Williamson. Like, who knows
Yep.
how much better Jabari would look if he had a Zion Williamson getting downhill and he could space the floor.
Pelicans had an offer to go get him. They
Mm,
didn't want to pay the price.
mm,
Ooh, gonna be interesting, man. But this is another guy that I could see playing a long time. I'm with him though. Like I don't know, man. I just see with that first step and the fact that fours are going to be like he's probably going to be guarded by a lot of fours, maybe some that are slow, a lot more slow footed. But that
yeah,
shooting ability, like I just see. I think by default his ceiling could be interesting, even with the lack of creation.
yeah. And I've been watching a lot of his workout videos, and obviously, a key emphasis is on improving his ball handling. And he looks like he has the functionality to improve. Like, so if he can continue to progress with putting the ball on the floor, I mean,
Yep.
man, at that size and the shooting ability, and wait till we see what he does on defense. Man.
How much do you remember about? Because I see OG Ananobi.
Mm-hmm.
Like and like and some of the flaws too. Like sometimes
Mm-hmm.
like OG can be really stiff in his movements, dribbling the ball.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit mechanical. I see that with this guy as well.
But this last
But I'm
postseason,
curious.
man, OG
Mhm.
looked like he was taking a turn in the corner with his putting the ball on the ground and being a playmaker. Like, I've never seen OG put the ball on the floor and make as many plays as he did for the Knicks against the Pacers like he did
Shit.
his
That
previously.
according to him, that he could always do that. He just he said when he was in Toronto, he wanted to be more than just than the fourth guy on the team or a third
Mm.
guy in the uh in the offense. Okay. Ooh. Um with the basketball, I mean he unfortunately didn't have a choice but to take the money and to be a part of a contender to be in a similar situation. But um if you remember young Pascal, if you remember young OG, do you see any of those similarities maybe as a prospect or as young players in third year coming out of college, Rasheer Fleming?
Yeah, not Pascal so much because Pascal could always put the ball on the floor really
Mhm.
well before he got better as a shooter from distance. But that
Yep.
OG comparison, I absolutely see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Maybe it's because I'm not a fan of OG's game.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not.
Really? See, I like.
He's not a
I
difference
think.
maker to me.
Yeah,
Really?
I like OG.
Yeah, I'm especially to me, right? When you draft when you trade for Mikal and you got OG, I get the defensive versatility, but like OG don't do enough. Like I can count on Mikal to be a little creative offensively. OG don't do that for me. He don't give me
You
those.
didn't watch that Pacers series?
Yeah, I'm saying all
I
right.
thought it was the other way around.
Even last year before
Mikal stunk. He stunk to me.
Yeah. I mean, even last year before he got hurt. Or was it this? When did he get hurt? I mean, the whole Knicks team got hurt in that last Pacers series. Not this recent one, but last year.
Mm-hmm.
He was playing pretty good basketball, and then he got hurt. So, man, I mean, and I think this year he was hurt too, right? Like, yeah, I'm a fan. If anything, OG's a winning basketball player.
Yeah,
I think
one
he's
of the
not
better defenders in the league.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with that. I'm just not a fan of this game. I just know, like when the whole trade for OG shit, not here.
That's okay. That's okay. I mean, you listen. You love Ty Jerome. Don't like OG Anunoby. I understand. I get it. I get it. Yep.
That's crazy. You gonna have Jose Alvarado here forever.
Hopefully not.
Jose Alvarado gonna be a lifer because of you. You gonna give him a Tristan Thompson type contract, and it's gonna be your fault.
Hey man, part of the team, bro. ATSE.
That's crazy. Yo, my brother can't dribble at all.
He ain't going nowhere.
He can't dribble at all.
Seven barely moved and had him in a straitjacket.
He can't.
Okay. What's going on with the other seven, dog? Is that back-to-back bank threes?
Yes,
Jesus
yes.
Christ. My dog, with all due respect, he gonna be hooping in Siberia.
Hooping. He gonna be fishing. Hooping.
Catch him at your local banking branch.
He could be at Kroger's.
No, number 7, man. If you a friend of the show, bro, I'm sorry, man.
I mean, we ain't lying though.
Just say, hope you got a backup plan, brother. Like get that degree, brother. Get that degree.
Man, UPS is hiring.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong. Get a trade, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
He gotta learn how to dribble, bro. Like a little bit. Just competently. He gotta
have a growth spurt? He always been this tall?
Good question. I'm not certain.
That would make me, I swear to God, that would make me feel even worse if he was short and couldn't dribble.
Oh,
yeah.
That would make me feel a lot worse about the situation.
Because I mean, he looks uncomfortable dribbling at his size, like having to get through. I mean, he dribbles like really high as well.
I mean, he is like 6'9", 6'10", bro, and we take it for granted.
Yeah,
like
that's
guys that able to put the ball on the ground at that size, man, that's anomalies.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
That's why I wonder, like, has he always been this size? You know what I mean? Or has he had to kind of transition to doing a little bit more with the basketball? Or has he always been like, the big man? Was he somebody who was tall at a young age that was, the 5 for a particular point in time and then became a 4? These are the things I'm curious about.
This motherfucker is an animal.
7, but he's showing all the wingspan though.
He is an animal, bro. He fights literally for every step on every possession. Like whether it's a post entry defense or just a front. You way too slow. Man, what the fuck was that?
I like it.
Man, hold on. Hold on, man. Tomorrow Juneteenth, man. We gotta play that back, man. What you doing? 21, what you on, bro? Man, what you man, get Quagmire out of here, man. Pass that shit, bro. I don't know why that's so funny to me. And he got on goggles.
Man, again, I love those players that in that Obi Toppin, Al Horford, Aaron Gordon type mold.
Nice.
I think those players are extremely valuable.
Ooh, quickness. Yeah, get it out of here. That's a good point, Ivory. Nice. That's nice.
You know what's crazy? Like
Oof.
Ivory is I see him on film. I see the arm length. But until you brought up the fact that he was like 6'10 and maybe he don't feel comfortable dribbling, I didn't even I don't know. It didn't register because he don't look that tall. You know,
Get it out of here. Oh,
does that sound crazy?
that's a
He
shot
don't look
blocker
that
right
tall.
there. Tell you that's
Right
so
into him.
you think is he a
Damn.
is he someone that can control the paint, Ivory, or do you think he's more of just a standard eraser, a guy that's going to get a decent amount of blocks, guy's going to be in the weak side, use his athletic ability and his instincts? Or do you think he has the IQ, the understanding, the control, the patience to be a little bit more than that?
I think because I actually have some friends on St. Joe's staff, and I've actually watched full games. And one of his critiques and areas of development was that he gets lost, like on the weak side sometimes. He
Yeah.
kind of, you know, get like be
Mm.
deer in the headlights.
Yep.
But again, I think his best role would be like a Al Horford type role, someone that you feel safe with, even in crunch time situations when you have to go small, but you need some type of rim protection on the court and can
Yeah.
also space the floor on the offensive end.
Yeah.
So again, that's immense value for like those playoff teams who like to play smaller, especially down the stretch.
I tell you right now, the perfect place for him, Minnesota.
OKC. Mm.
Well, OKC's, I mean, everywhere, but I'll say Minnesota. Only
Mhm.
because you probably don't. They're probably not going to want to pay Nas Reed what he's going
Mhm.
to be worth on in the market, and one way or another, they're angling
Wow.
Rudy Gobert out there as trade bait, whether that's for KD or whether that's for an upgrade someplace else. But even if that's not the case, one of them dudes ain't going to be there. This would be the
Yeah.
kind of guy that I think would fit seamlessly with what they could use or what they need at some point.
Hey, Chris.
Go ahead.
I'm looking at him play. I know what you said earlier about him like thinking he'll start, bro. I think he like is the consummate role player.
Same.
I feel
Same.
like everything he does is literally like it's not really an eye. He don't have an eye in his game, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Man, this alley-oop he just blocked was crazy.
He was just taking shots as a big from three, and part of this could just be because of his release and the fact that he's 6'9" or 6'10" doing it. It just didn't look like standard role player type of shots.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
wasn't like
Yeah.
it just looked a little different than that. It looked like
Hold on. I'm sorry. I was trying
yeah,
to.
you fine.
I was just trying to get I was trying to get just his. Who does this defensive like? Watch how he just absorbs the contact, right? Like, who does this remind you of? You saw his hands were?
In his pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did that remind y'all of anybody?
I've seen Grant Williams do that once before, but I'm sure that's not who you're talking about.
I mean, that's not a bad. I think Grant Williams is an adequate defensive player in the NBA, bro. Like
That's
this,
fire. That's against a guard. Oh, Jesus.
Bro, this dude doing dirty work, dog. Like he diving on the floor. He fucking.
I think this is exactly what OKC needs.
God, don't
They
say that.
they need they
Don't say that.
need someone for
Ooh,
Obi Toppin, Aaron Gordon, like a
Don't
6'8", 6'9" guy that can just do this.
You speaking the wrong shit into existence, dog. If you
My
care
bad,
about
my bad, bro.
if you care about the New Orleans Pelicans, you do not want them to get a guy like this. They don't have to play if they don't want to. They don't have to play him. They don't have to.
Boy,
They can wait. They can wait 3/4 of the season and then finally play him, dog. Him
unleash him.
and Chet, him and Chet Holmgren on the fucking floor with them
Oh
with the
man.
master array of wings and shit, or even him
with-
and Hardenstein, or him by
Or
himself.
him,
Like,
Chet, and
no,
Hardenstein.
yeah,
or
exactly. You see
or
what you're
or
doing?
or him, Chet, Hardenstein, and Topic.
This is not an Oklahoma City Thunder podcast, and we are
Could
not
be.
speaking this shit into existence.
My bad, dog.
We
My
are
bad.
not. We are not. Let them fuck it up somehow. Let them draft the wrong guy, man. Yo,
Hey man, listen. I seen some good film out there. I seen some good film. I'm impressed, dude. He got he's shooting the ball at 39%. He's got great hands defensively. I've seen him grip guards. He's stripping the ball before centers get a chance to get it up. Positionally, there he fights. He's strong. He just Chris. You know that clip when they was like I forgot what NFL coach he was, but he was like, give him some nasty. That's him. That's him, bro.
Yeah. And again, I like his frame. Like the Pelicans, again, they need to like really emphasize positional size, and they're not always with height, but he's more of a thicker, uh, more stout frame
Chipotle.
type
I'm
guy.
sorry. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
yeah. Let him finish, man. Pause.
I'm sorry. My bad, I see. I'm not much of a
I was thinking basketball, bro. I was purely basketball.
my
But the
bad. My bad.
wingspan too, though, Ivory. The
That
wingspan
too.
too. Like it you know, he's another guy I would not mind them drafting, bro. And maybe I like Cedric Coward, but his flexibility in regards to where maybe to he's a big, to where he can play a little bit of the three, and the type of lineups that you're gonna want to run with Zion. That's
Hmm.
another complimentary player with Zion.
For
He'll get up
sure.
and down the floor. He's gonna cover up a lot of mistakes. But that 7'5" wingspan and some of the things that you still got to cover up with having a small guard like Jose Alvarado playing over 20 minutes a game. As scrappy of a defender as he is, he gets caught up in screens all the different time, gets your defense in constant rotation. It just is what it is. And then CJ McCollum. So I think of he's another guy. If they keep Herb Jones, it's gonna be Herb Jones's best friend because Herb isn't gonna feel like I gotta do everything.
Everything. Yeah.
You know, a fan,
Well,
and he can shoot. So I mean,
guys, come to that point in the show. I got questions. Obviously, again, Chris, you're not taking him there at 7,
right?
but at 7, you drafted Trey Johnson.
Ooh,
Damn. Okay. All right. You boy, you
Ooh.
out here.
So my question is, what are you doing at 23?
Again, I
Oh,
want to think
Chris.
about I want to think about players that complement. If I'm drafting in the first round, I want to be confident enough in my picks and think these guys are gonna be. Not only are they gonna be in my organization the next 4 or 5 years, they're gonna be doing really well, and they complement each other.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is my shooting guard, my shooting demon who shoot off the dribble, shoot off the catch, going left, going right, the pull-ups, step backs, any type of shot you want, Trey got it. he's gonna need somebody to get him the ball. He's gonna want to be with someone who can, be essential in the backcourt with him. So, man,
that's one way to look at it, Chris.
Yeah. No. It is. This is my first thought. You might change it. I don't know how much I like. I did a little bit of research on the Nolan Traore guy from France, and he seems to be traditional, and he would fit. He would fit regime that drafted Killian Hayes. But I'm gonna say fuck it, and I'm gonna go with Jace. I'm gonna go with Jace Richardson.
Wow.
I would draft Jace. I would draft Jace Richardson. That would be the pick to go with Trey.
Wow. Okay. You got Jace. I see. What's up, partner? How you doing?
Sad.
Good, man. Good. Just come to holler at you. Fleming, bro. You know what I'm saying? We laid up there. We drafted Ace Bailey. You need somebody to help out defensively, bro. I need to know what you got your GM hat on. I mean, what you talking about?
Man, I feel the same way about Ace that I feel about Malawak.
I know. I know.
So, I would strongly consider Rasheer at 23. Strongly consider Rasheer at 23. And he might be the strongest prospect there for me in terms of team building. Again, you're gonna need Ace has spectacular shot making ability. I would want someone at that 4 or 5 spot that can be like a two-way player, that can rebound, that can guard, and that can offer versatility on both sides of the ball. And I think Rasheer he fits that bill in a very, very big way. So I would be very inclined to select Rasheer at 23 if that were the case.
So that's what you're doing. You taking Rasheer? That's what you're doing.
Okay. So I'm trying to look up a consensus mock draft and see where he continues to fall. But this is only the lottery. That doesn't help me. That's what I'm trying to find right now, because I see mid-20s appears to be, well, I mean, NBA draft.net. Where they say Rasheer Fleming going, Ivory?
Okay, see
what I'm saying? See,
I didn't even look. I just know what I just know.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
It makes sense. It makes too much sense.
Yeah, he's gonna be he's probably one of the more interesting. Like, where he lands is gonna be really interesting, because his range of outcomes feels like it's like all over the place. Like, I if somebody outside the top 10 picked him, I'd be like, all right,
makes sense.
If he falls into the 20s, I'd be like,
makes sense.
Okay, yeah, I don't. That's the thing with him. I don't have a feeling. I don't have a good post for where he actually should go. Pick wise. I don't.
I see. Say he drafting. I see. Say he drafting.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So Lito,
talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
You draft.
Yeah.
Jaku at 7.
That's fucking wow. Oh Lord.
Who you drafting at 23?
I draft Jaku at 7. I'm gonna take Thomas Sorber.
You think Sorber gonna be there at 23?
I mean, I see him going anywhere between 17 and 20, maybe 23. I'm just got my fingers crossed.
Better cross him tighter or something.
All right, so okay. Hold on. So you said
more?
For the Pels, I like Rasheer a little bit more. As a player, I like Sorber.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, so you saying you don't think he'll be there? That's
No,
fine.
I don't.
I'm willing to repick.
No, but I like your Sorber pick. You can roll with it. I just don't
No.
think
I
he
want
gonna
to
be
be.
there.
I want to be realistic. I want to be realistic. If y'all don't think he'll be there, that's totally fine. So I guess in the same sense, you say that Sorber gets drafted before Danny Wolf.
Say that again.
You say you think Sorber gets drafted before Danny Wolf does?
I do.
Shit, he might. Rasheer might be there, bro. I mean, I'm looking at a lot of guys that I feel like I might be comfortable assuming that are penciled ahead of him.
Know what?
Huh.
I'm gonna take a swing.
Yeah.
It's the Joe regime, right? We know you said Joe likes bigs, but I also know Joe likes big guards.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a swing. I'm gonna say Nick Clifford.
Ooh.
Love it.
You want to talk about age?
Super senior.
Nick can almost rent a car.
He a grown man, bro. he a grown man.
That brother is old.
I'm saying.
But I mean, I think him and Cedric Howard, it's gonna be like those two guys. I hope they fall in good situations because they remind me, like, in regards to what you would need. You know, I don't think you could go wrong with either of those guys, and they both for like mid, like post lottery picks.
And Nick shooting that thing 38%, bro. Just saying, 18 points a game.
Love the prospect. Love it.
Motherfucker better, almost 24 years old, man.
He's still better than 7 or
No, man, no. Seven better be learning how to file taxes, dog. Like, hey, brother, I ever get him a job, man. Get him.
Oh man, that's crazy. You can say file taxes.
You gotta do something, dog. I don't know basketball in the.
Panera Bread hire, bro. I don't know, but
there you go, man. Get some money.
That's all we got, man. Anything else?
Nah, man. Y'all tell us what y'all pick Rasheer Fleming at 23. With you guys in the chats. I mean, we so far we did Cedric Coward. Now we on the Rasheer Fleming. Yeah, 23. Who would you pick, or is it somebody else? We got a few additional shows that we gonna put out. Talk about some other possible fits if we haven't already done them, because nobody has broken down. In the Pelicans content world, no one has broken down as many potential prospects as we have here. So shout out to Ivory, shout out to Lito, myself. Everyone else has joined. 5, Chaz, and yeah, man.
We the guy, man. It's getting to a point. You know, basketball will end. Basketball is a year-round sport, right? So at this point, it is. So you gotta have somebody to rely on to give you some summer shit, especially when your team stop playing in April. Like you gotta have somebody to give you that kind of information, bro. And slowly becoming our season, man. But like, subscribe, comment, tell us who you want us to talk about next. I mean, you only got a couple more days, to be honest, so it may not even be it next. But for IC, for CC, for Misi. We'll holler at y'all.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay. Well, no.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Thing sucks.
He lied. Y'all niggas worship him. Lied.